99% of people don't know how to meditate. This was a recent comment I heard in a recent podcast, and I reflected on it, and I said, wow, I think this is in fact correct. My 46 years of teaching and, listening to so many podcasts, even myself teaching, when I'm teaching meditation, I'm teaching, what people could relate to and what my students can relate to and what they can understand. Because the real thing is relatively simple, but they don't want to, they cannot easily understand or grasp it. And I realize that's a mistake that I'm making, but although it gives somewhat an indication, and it does eventually lead to meditation, but it could very well lead you astray. So I'm going to be discussing the correct methodology. It's very simple in this video today. And for those of you who like the contents of my video, please don't forget to press like and subscribe. This will greatly help my channel to be able to reach out to more people. And I would really appreciate that on behalf of not only myself and my channel, but on behalf of all the people that you'll be helping by just doing the small gesture. A very big thank you. For those of you who don't know me, I am Osman. Um, hashtag the blind Muslim yogi, the man from Oz. Also, I'm a bioenergy healer on a master level with telepathic healing capabilities, specializing in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses, amongst a host of other physiological, psychological, and other spiritual ailments. If you want to try out energy healing, please feel free to contact me for a free consultation by connecting with me through my website, yogawellness786.com. Okay, that's yogawellness786.com. Also, I have a 10-minute anxiety fix special for just $5, less than the price of a Starbucks coffee, delivered to you anywhere, any location, instantly, right? So, coming back to my yoga methodology, as I mentioned, I'm also a yoga teacher for about 46 years now, and also been practicing it for 50 years. In that period, I had the privilege of studying under some very great masters across the globe, from different cultures, different schools of thought, from the East, the Far East, the Middle East, and the West, and including the scientific communities. And in that time, I gathered all that knowledge and created my own unique protocols, gathering a combined and more simplified methodology, basically making it quicker, faster, easier, more adapted to the 21st century, which means more results oriented, right? And my favorite protocol is my 5-minute yoga and meditation program, which you can download for free by visiting my website, yogawellness786.com, right? So, everyone is going into these lengthy methodologies. My method is not about, definitions and theory and philosophies. And because an ounce of practice is equal to tons of theory, right? So this is what I learned from a very young age. And I focus on just practice protocols. And I base my yoga on practice protocols that is going to give you a result and give you a result fast, right? So also remember that my therapies are all natural based and not a replacement for medical treatment. So, coming to this meditation method, which commonly everyone practices, is basically to close your eyes, sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on observing your breath, right? So, this is, I would say, not very accurate method, right? It's not what meditation is about. So, this is doing like a form of exercise. The reason they do that is because your mind is difficult to control your mind, and they want to control the mind, and they want to keep bringing the mind to something in the present, because the problem is going in the past and going in the future, bringing it to the present, and it's called it mindfulness. And that gets totally mixed up in these days, because not only you bring it to your breath, they said no, you can meditate while working, bring your attention to your work, bring your attention to while you're walking. And this is not meditation. While walking, you're not meditating, right? This is you being mindful of the present moment is not meditation. Bringing your breath to, I mean, bringing your mind to your breath, this is not meditation. Is something that's not an act but a result. It's something that auto engages. It's like a calm that overcomes you automatically if you do certain things. Now, people don't know that the human body is one of the most amazing technological tools that you have. You're just thinking it's you are your body, you are this. It's it is more advanced than the most advanced technological robots. It's like you have to press certain buttons. You just by doing certain things engages certain energies in your body, and you don't know about this energy, but you take some of the energies for granted. Like when you're very tired, you start to feel sleepy. This is the type of energy that's come there reminding you to go to sleep. Or in the morning, you don't want to wake up because your energies are busy fixing up things. It says, no, sleep. I'm still busy fixing. I still need to fix more stuff, right? This is an energy inside you that makes you very groggy. It's like you want to sleep more, right? And why you want to sleep more is because you need more sleep. So in the event you didn't have to wake up, to go to work or whatever it is, go to college, or or just your parents or someone in the house is making you to wake up, and you just wake up naturally. This is the correct way to get up, because that means the energy has finished all the repair work, right? So there is this auto energy in you that you want to engage in meditation and go into this deep sense of this thing. So the very important part is the precursor to meditation. You need to prepare the body for meditation, and that is a very simple protocol. You could do a simple hatha yoga practice. This is absolutely important. It um, engages, especially the three most important postures. If you go, as I mentioned earlier in the video, to my website, yogawellness786.com, just download the 5 minute, yoga and meditation program. So make it a very simple thing, because you just practice 3 minutes of the hatha yoga practice in the comfort of your bed. It automatically, it like starts to or seeks to engage the meditation energy. Which is the meditation energy? The kundalini energy that's in you. It is not sleeping. It's away. If it's sleeping, means you're going to be dead. So it is on a low power mode. You can activate it to a more active power mode, right? So you like ruffle its feathers or prepare it, for action, right? By bending and twisting, your body. Just three simple postures, and you just sit down. And important to sit comfortably, right? So yes, it's good to start practicing to sit cross-legged. This is going to dramatically improve your concentration, right? So if you sit cross, if you cannot sit cross-legged, so you have to start learning to practice sitting cross-legged, right? So how you're going to do that is you're just going to cross your legs, sitting on a couch comfortably or on your bed comfortably, right? And you just cross your legs for a while until as much as you can bear, and then uncross it once it's painful. Then as you practice on a daily basis, the time during which you're going to be comfortable while your legs are crossed is going to increase and increase over time, right? If in the beginning, like you're just a minute or two, you'll be able to cross your legs, and then eventually you'll be able to cross it for longer and longer, and eventually you'll be able to cross it, for a long periods of time, right? For hours on end, and you're not going hours on end in meditation with this. So one of the rule number two, right, is learn to cross your legs, right? So if you can't cross it, you can still be very effective. You can still meditate. Meditation energy still engages. I even had, my first Samadhi experience. My first Samadhi experience was while, pacing, and then after that, it was while sitting. excuse me, while sitting on a chair and sitting on a couch, it does, but it, sitting cross-legged is a type of mudra. So I want to teach you the correct sitting posture that is absolutely, you just sit in that posture, it auto engages meditate. So even sitting cross-legged like this, right? Simple, simply this cross-legged, it's going to help you be more alert. If, for example, you're reading or you're studying, you'll be able to see that you'll be able to focus better and stay awake longer when you cross your legs. When you keep your legs uncrossed and you're sitting comfortably, when you're trying to meditate for 20 minutes or more, longer as you're getting comfortable meditating, then you're going to find the biggest problem is going to be nodding off to sleep. Yes, if you're feeling sleepy, you're going to nod off to sleep, but if you had good enough sleep and you're meditating, it's a distraction to fall asleep. Because meditation and sleep is like so parallel, your body doesn't know the difference between meditation and sleep. So it thinks you want to sleep, you're resting, and then because it's not used to you meditating, right? So there is the specific sitting posture, which is Siddhasana, right? I try to avoid teaching everyone this because it's trying to make things difficult, trying to make things easier just to get meditating, right? So just keep this in mind eventually later on after a year or 2 years. First get comfortable, normal cross-legged. Once you're comfortable and you find, then start practicing Siddhasana, right? Siddhasana is you can sit with your 2 feet straight forward and then bend your right knee up, right? So you got your foot flat down and then just drop this knee down sideways. So that's where the problem comes. You'll find the tendon along the side, of your thigh, that thing is sore because you're not used to stretching it. So the thing that with time will help you to stretch is you just bring your 2 feet together, right? Bring your 2 feet to, I don't know if you can see this in the video, right? And you just try to sit down. And you just relax, right? You feel that stretch, and over time, it must stretch, 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 right? So like mine is like almost touching, down because I don't need to go more, right? So this, by stretching this is why while you on your mobile, on your social media, whenever you get a chance, intermittently on a daily, just focus to do that. You'll fast forward the time in which you can sit cross-legged, which is absolutely important, right? There's 3 mudras. First mudra is the cross-legged mudra, right? So you want to eventually be able to sit in the Siddhasana, right? So the first normal cross-legged is called Sukhasana, the easy pose. Siddhasana is the most effective meditative posture. It has the effect of nurturing the Kundalini energy up the spine, right? So you bring your heel to your perineum, right? You just come forward and you feel the heel under your perineum, and then you just roll off. You don't sit on your heel, but like almost on, your heel pressed against your perineum was close to your body, right? You can Google what's the perineum. It's the part between your private parts and your anus, right? And then you bring your left foot. So don't twist your legs, right? Don't twist. You bring your left heel forward above the right heel, right? And you drop the left knee down. And then you bring your left heel and place it above your private parts, right? Touching your abdomen. And you just push your toes, not all, just some of the toes to grip between your right calf and right thigh, right? And you now got, if you're sitting on the floor or on something, and don't just sit on the ice cold floor, put a nice soft blanket or something if you're going to sit on the floor, right? And so the first heel acts to like prop you forward, so you're going to be like slightly forward so that you can sit upright, right? So this keeps your spine free so that the energy can flow up and down easily, because when you're sitting with your back against some backrest or something, it hinders the flow of the energy up and down your spine, and this hinders your meditativeness, right? So it's not very powerful. In the beginning, you can practice like, to make things comfortable, with your back against against something, a backrest or in the couch or something. But eventually try to learn. And if you put like a slide cushion at the edge of your buttocks, right? In the back, and just at the edge, just to give it a slight forward tilt, it becomes very comfortable, extremely comfortable. Now, the most important part is the posture. Now you got the right posture, right, for meditation, and this helps the to increase the magnetic field around you, right? The meditative magnetic field. There's a meditation magnetic field, right? And you got your hands, forward relaxed. Now, the second thing is the mudra. So a lot of people in the beginning you hold dhyan mudra, right? By holding your index finger and thumbs together, and the three fingers out, and palms facing upwards, and you bring it down. Your hands stretch forward, relaxed, right? So that you feel relaxed and comfortable, and palms approximately forward where it's comfortable, right? It's slightly bent inwards, and you got that. This improves the meditative energy tremendously, right? So you've got the Dhyan Mudra number 2, right? Then number 3, and finally, you try to look towards not at the tip of your nose, towards the tip where you're not straining your eyes. So you're dropping your eyeballs and like slowly bringing it forward to some arbitrary point where you feel like a little bit, feel peaceful in the front somewhere, right? So as if you trying to look towards the tip of your nose without straining your eyes, approximately in that direction till you're feeling a bit calm, right? Not closed, not your eyes not closed, not open, like half open because of that. So you just look there, and then you just focus on looking at that spot and be silent. And then meditation eventually, as you practice that, will auto engage. It takes different amount of time for different people, but this shouldn't take too long. It should take a couple of weeks, I think, at most people. Some people depends, what's in the subconscious and so forth. But this is what you don't have to focus. Don't worry about controlling your mind. Your mind is thinking. All you do is look there. So your mind is thinking alter skelter. Don't move your eye around. Just keep your eye in that one spot only. Focus to keep your eye there, right? So I'll give you a variation, right? A variation of the mudra that I found very powerful recently only, right? Is instead of holding Dhyan mudra, hold Yoni mudra. So instead of keeping your three fingers out, close your three fingers and hold the two that you held in, hold that apart, right? Do the opposite, and you bring your two index fingers together and two thumbs together, like a triangle, right? I mean, like a diamond shape, sorry, right? And then point the fingers downwards, right? And then you bring your knuckles together, right? So you got this, right? Like that. And you bring your hands touching your abdomen. So your index fingers are pointing downwards, and the thumb is more or less like upwards. Stretch. Try to relax and just hold. That is called Yoni Mudra. There's so many variations of Yoni Mudra. Use this method. This thing is the one that works, right? So you're holding that, and you still look more or less toward the tip of your nose, and you're sitting in Siddhasana. So like simple cross-legged in the beginning, if you can't sit in Siddhasana, or just sit comfortably in the couch and cross your legs in the beginning, and when you find your legs are paining, then uncross it. But eventually try to sit free without your back touching anything. So I say start correctly from get-go, right? Put a cushion behind you to help you prop forward, and you're just holding Yoni Mudra, or if you feel that's a bit awkward, right? Hold, but Yoni Mudra doubles the concentration power to Dhyan Mudra. Dhyan Mudra doubles it from not holding any mudra, right? So hold that, and if you uncomfortable holding like that or holding like this, you can just touch your hands as well. That's another variation. It also improves, because you try to close the electrical circuit. Don't keep it apart, and you just relax down, or you just hold it like that, right? And look there. So that is also whichever you choose, but the best is holding yoni mudra, right? People may think it's funny and all that. Don't worry what people think, right? You want the result, and just relax. How long? For about 2 minutes, 3 minutes only. Get used to it, and slowly, if you're feeling relaxed, see how long you feel relaxed, and then you just breathe in and out, and I normally go into the theta state because we are normally in beta. From beta, you go to relaxed state to alpha. When you're practicing the hatha yoga, it strives to get you into alpha, right? And when you're practicing hatha yoga, for a long period of time, 2 years or more, you become automatically in alpha 99% of the time, right? And you're like very calm, collected, centered all the time, right? And then the next level is to go into that very relaxed state, but the wakeful state, the theta state, the state that you go into just before you can sleep, but you're not feeling sleepy in meditation, right? You feel that buzz, that your energy is flowing in your body, right? You just look down in 2 to 5 seconds. I think now in a split second, 1 to 2 seconds, I'm there, right? And you keep looking until the aim is to hit delta. Delta is you become so calm and relaxed that you are lights out. You have no idea what happened. You open your eyes and look at the time. You don't know how 10 minutes went, 15 minutes went, eventually 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours can go. You only felt a split second. You just felt you sat there within a few minutes, and you open and look at the time. Wow, 20 minutes gone. I only felt a minute. That is because you slipped into delta. This is the meditative state, the delta state, to where you're so relaxed, you don't perceive awareness. You don't perceive, your mind is zero. So your mind is not functioning. There's no emotion, there's no I, nothing. It's a state of total silence. And you're not feeling the silence. You are just like power out. And you're not, because you sit in a sitting position, you're not sleeping, right? And you sit, this is the correct way to meditate. So let's summarize. Sit in Siddhasana. If you can't sit in Siddhasana, sit in Sukhasana, which is a common, and try to practice sitting that. And when your legs pain, you can uncross it, sit comfortably. You can sit on a couch, but preferably keep your back free. And the way to do that is try to keep a cushion under the tip of your buttock, the edge of your buttock. So it like slightly tilts you forward, and that helps your spine to be, you don't have to be like 100% erect, but approximately, relaxed and upright position, right? And you got your hands split, not, your elbows should not be against your torso. You must try to keep your armpits open, right? Because for the energy to flow, even if you're holding the yoni mudra, right? The yoni mudra, close your 3 fingers, knuckles, your index finger and thumb open, 2 index fingers touching, 2 thumbs are touching, right? And point the fingers downwards and touch the knuckles and bring it against your body and create like a diamond. You can spread your knuckles a bit as well, just to be comfortable. Important is your 2 index fingers are touching, 2 thumbs are touching, and you got like a diamond shape, right? A diamond shape, and be comfortable. And then strive towards looking towards the tip of your nose without straining your eye, right? Don't strain your eye, just look there, keep looking. That's all you do, just look there and just totally relax, right? And that you'll go into silence with time, right? I don't think it'll take a lot of time. If you do the 3 minute yoga postures, the 5 minute yoga meditation program that you follow that, it is going to prime you for the meditative state. And eventually you won't need that, to bring you to the stage. Your body will get used to it. You'll be able to, at anywhere, any place, you'll just bring your eye there. The secret is when you bring your eye down, your brain will suddenly know to meditate, and it'll go into theta within seconds. You feel like a calmness descending over you, right? And you just keep it there and you'll slip into delta eventually, right? And it shouldn't take long. It's not like 10 years and 5 years and all that. I don't even think 2 years or 1 year. I think not even 6 months, probably a couple of weeks, you'll start going into it, right? And that's the easy way of meditation and the correct way of meditation. And then you will not be among the 99% of the people who don't know how to meditate. So remember, I'm a bioenergy healer on a master level with telepathic healing capabilities. You are struggling with some illness that is very stubborn and difficult, or there's someone critical care in ICU or terminal illnesses, which is what I specialize in. You can contact me for a free consultation. Right? Go to my website, yogawellness786.com, and you can get my contact information there. Hope that information helps you, and take care of yourself always.